Assalamu alaikum friends. Hello everyone. Now this is your chapter number 1, unit number 9, that is IndAS. IndAS. Okay. So what do you mean by IndAS? मैम हमने अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स तो पढ़े, तो अब ये क्या है, राइट? वी ऑलरेडी हैव अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स विद अस और हम उसको फॉलो भी कर रहे हैं डोमेस्टिकली. सो व्हाट इज IndAS and what need is there for adopting these standards? Okay, we will talk everything about this. What do you mean by IndAS? That means Indian Accounting Standards. Indian Accounting Standards. Indian Accounting Standards, right? Okay. Why this have been issued? Why this have been issued? See, we already have accounting standards which are applicable domestically, right? But now if you see, from few decades our organizations are moving towards globally, right? I mean that they want to trade with global markets, and global markets also want to enter Indian markets, right? Now where here you saying that company issues share capital, so to raise capital also they are using global markets, and global companies are also interested in Indian companies for the investment in share capital. So due to these reasons we have moved globally, and with the global operations you can know that the globally there are some accounting procedures, there are some accounting standards which are different than our normal accounting standards, right? If I say what, ma'am, then which standards are there, who issues the standards there? See, at the global level, at the global level, wait, we will write somewhat down. At the global level, the standards are known as IFRS. IFRS. What do you mean by this? International Financial Reporting Standards. You can write the full name here, International Financial Reporting Standards. These are the standards that have been followed for accounting, as we have accounting standards domestically. Global, at the global level, IFRS have been adopted. Okay. So there are international financial reporting standards. So ma'am, now the question arises, who is issuing these standards? There is a London based body which is known as, see, if you remember AS, who issues accounting standards? ICAI issues, and for ICAI had prepared expert body, right? We have a expert body called as ASB, that is Accounting Standards Board, that is issuing AS, right? So as we have Accounting Standards Board issuing accounting standards, at the global level IFRS have been issued by IASB. What is the full form? International Accounting Standards Board. This is a London based body issuing international financial reporting standards. It is very easy to learn it. See, this is Accounting Standards Board, and at international level it is International Accounting Standards Board. Fine. Now, so ma'am, what is IndAS? You told us IFRS, you told us AS. What do you mean by IndAS? Yes, students. Now say, at the global level IFRS have been adopted. So when we moved towards global markets, the problem got arise that our companies that are moving towards global trade operations, they had to translate their financial statements as per their global standards, right? They have to translate it so that it becomes comparable. Now, investors investing in the share capital of Indian companies, they had a problem that it is very difficult for us to view the financial statements because we did not follow their standards. So उसके लिए भी problem हो गया कि हमको कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है आपके financial statements में. So if you prepare financial statements as per our standards, it becomes understandable to us that whether we should invest in your company or not, right? These were the issues that were arising, right? So what happened, that we consulted and had a new concept called Indian Accounting Standards. Why the name is Indian Accounting Standards? Actually, we have not purely completely adopted IndAS, IFRS. See, we wanted to be we wanted to follow IFRS so that we become globally comparable. But the issue was we cannot directly adopt IFRS. So central government, in supervision with ICAI, in supervision with ICAI, and in consultation with National Authority of Committee of Accounting Standards, NACAS. In consultation with this NACAS and under the supervision of ICAI, issued Indian Accounting Standards. ICAI said that we cannot purely adopt IFRS. Why, ma'am, we cannot purely adopt IFRS? See, the global economic conditions are different, and the Indian economic conditions, legal conditions, right, the statutes, the economic conditions, the market conditions of India are totally different to the global level, right? So we cannot purely adopt IFRS. So what happened? We converged IFRS. Please remember this a word, that is convergence. We converged this IFRS. The word is convergence. We have not purely completely adapted. This can be asked for your objective kind of question. We have converged IFRS into IndAS. That means that we did not purely adopt IFRS, but we changed IFRS to our economic and legal conditions, right? Okay. So to suit economic conditions of India, we made little bit of changes in this IFRS, right? Okay, so this was done with the help of central government issued these standards with the consultation of consultation of NACAS and under the supervision of ICAI. Now this Indian accounting standards have been notified by whom? Have been notified by whom? This have been notified by MCA. What is MCA? That is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. See, we have domestically AS. This IndAS are very helpful for those who are trading globally. So we issued a separate set of standards called as IndAS, which are actually the convergence of IFRS. Okay, this were notified by MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs is the prime body which is working for the companies, right? Whether private, public. Okay. From the companies that you might be knowing this knowledge. No issues. Now, ma'am, how many IndAS have been up till now issued? There are 41 IndAS. There are 41 IndAS. And if you see, this IndAS are in line with the IFRS. मतलब IFRS का जो नंबर है उसके साथ साथ उसी लाइन में हमारा IndAS का नंबर है. So the number of IFRS and IndAS are इन लाइन, राइट. जैसे IFRS में फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड फर्स्ट टाइम एडॉप्शन का है, तो यहाँ पे भी ऐसा है. उन्होंने आपको एक टेबल दिया हुआ है जहाँ पे IFRS का नंबर लिया होगा, IndAS का नंबर दिया होगा, उसका नेम दिया होगा. मैम, वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस लिस्ट? No, you don't have to remember this list, but for the knowledge you can read it in depth. You have to study this all things in your finals. Just now it is not required. So in all there are 41 standards. This much is only purely for your theory, right? Now, you have to just remember who notified, who issued, with the consultation of whom, with the supervision of whom, how many standards are there, and the word convergence is very important for your short MCQs. Now, going to the text of yours, you see what the issues were there, that we have to translate financial statements. Their conditions are different, our conditions are different, and that why it was very energetic need to converge towards the global standards, right? And so this theory is actually what I told you, right? So that we can have uniformity, rationalization, transparency with the global level. Okay, so this is all what they have written. Then they have told you a brief history about IFRS and global standards. Okay, then they have said what are the benefits. Economy was benefited, right? Because we are now globally trading. Investors were benefited, they can understand your financial statements. Industry was benefited. As we move towards the convergence, it was very easy for them to raise the capital from foreign operations. So this were the benefits of convergence. Now if you see what are NDAs, you see there they are just IFRS that have been converged, which are issued by whom? Central government, under the supervision and control of ICAI, and in consultation with whom? National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standards, that is NACAS. Okay, now who notified these standards? It was MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now see, Indians are named and numbered in the same way as IFRS. The num and numbers have been same in line with IFRS. Okay. See, they have given you the list about Indians and their names. You can read out this. Now let's go to the MCQs. Global standards facilitates what? Cross-border flow of economy, global listing in different countries, and comparability of financial statements. This all three are possible if we follow global standards, right? So all the three, D will be the correct answer. Now, Government of India in consultation with ISI decided to do what? Central government with the consultation of ICI decided that we cannot purely adopt IFRS, but we have to converge with IFRS, right? So option B is correct. And the last one, convergence with IFRS simplifies the process of preparing. Is it that your process of preparing financial statements will get simplified? No. Will it reduce your cost of preparing financial statements? No. Then what is the correct answer? If you see D, facilitates global investors' understanding and confidence in high quality financial statements. If we prepare the financial statements as per the global level, it gives a confidence that our financial statements are of high quality and they can understand our financial statements. So D option is correct. This was a small unit of NDAS. You can refer the theory, you can refer the highlightings, and make your summary in your summary book. Thank you so much, friends.